Hi, friends. It's been a minute. I know. Some life stuff happened. Not gonna get into it. But trying to jump on for a little bit. Might not be able to do it as frequently as I used to. Kind of like every week thing. Might be, I don't know. We'll see. But I'm switching out of whatever it was I was playing. I don't remember. And I decided I want to do a little RPG time. A little RPG time. You know what I'm saying? Are we still broadcasting? We are still broadcasting. Okay. Yeah. Alright. So, Kingdoms of Amalur. There's this realm. This is where you start, where it's just like medieval wholesomeness. Killing kobolds and giants and random things. Getting stronger. Plains of Erethel. Then you meet some elves. They have magic. You start building alliances with factions. Down here was the dwarves and their stuff. There's a war on. I have paused pursuing the main mission, which basically kicks off your engagement with the war. There's some... I feel like this is like Pirate Land stuff that was added later to the game. And we have like a keep of our own that we manage. Um, and then I'm basically cleaning up old quests because I don't like stuff sitting undone. So it had been so long since I'd played this, I was just cleaning up old shit. So I came here to the land of the rock people, who live in the sky, apparently. So I don't remember how you get here, but it's like you find some magical door, um, and you go through this long, long adventure, and then you pop out on the other side with these additional kind of magical lands. But then when you finally kind of unlock the relationships with locals, you find out that there's like a access to this floating city in the sky, which is where we are. And it's called like Idylla. Teeth of Naros are like some deep, high mountains that are hard to get into. So we entered through some back path, and then now I'm just running errands for these rock people who are all giant, basically all twice my size and shit. And doing little
Yes.
local things. Oh, he stood up
Thank
for
you
me.
for serving as a guest lecturer. We have all learned something of value.
So they act like
Study
Greeks.
hard.
Um, Lots of focus on learning and fighting. Education
Oh.
and such. Did I fight this guy? I had to fight all these guys earlier. But here's the floating city way above the teens. So what is next? Let's see. I have to do stuff underground.
You are much smaller than I expected.
And clean bad things out of the sewers. If there was any doubt in the divinity of the
I have never
Beckenders,
seen this.
they think I'm divine just because I'm super powerful. This game is so weird, it doesn't let you jump. Whoa, way over there. I want the eastern henge. That seems like a hassle to get to. Try to go the other way. Oh, I love it. Perfect. And now we go to kill things. Who spat at me? just got here. Chill. You're not letting me interact with this. Order this? What the fuck? Dilla citizen. Straight to the left.
We thought the gods had brought us here to show their compassion, but all we have known are tragedies.
Creepy.
Give up, Megan.
Oops, I thought you were dead already. You're still fighting this guy?
This forsaken land.
Why are you down here?
Though all serve the Primos, none are as devoted as the Silent Choir.
Ooh, gloves of fury. What are those? Resistance. Status effect duration with bows. Oh.
What can I do? Come. If Anakatos wishes us to retrieve this circlet, we will do it quickly. I wish to be done with this. Very well.
Whoa!
Keep close. There are worse things than marauders in these lower tunnels. They have lurked these walls for decades, raised along with the city years ago. What can I do? What can I do? There. That is the artifact you seek. The Circlet of Arcades. By taking it, Arcades' grave becomes an empty tomb. Let us depart. Anakatos has had his fun with me, and there is nothing left to plunder. It is nothing I can share with you, Beckoned. It is not worth your time. I always thought that, were I to come to Arcades' crypt, it would be because of the work of gods alone. And here I am, by the will of none but Anakatos, flesh and blood. I cannot! I will not! Even after all these years, he has not forgotten his brand of viciousness. He knows I must obey his command. I apologize for my outbursts. However, it can be hard to let convictions go. But we must. We must. Take the circlet back to Anakatos. He is most likely waiting for you. They are colossi who succumb to the burden of this wilderness, letting it transform them into mindless brutes. They have the strength of our strongest, with none of the wisdom. Be cautious in these lands. No one comes down here anymore. It is left to ruin, for the colossi have no more need of these halls, or those interred within them. How many years did our masons toil to assemble this place? And look at it now. How easily we discard the labors of our past.
How do I get up there? She not coming with me? Wait a minute, lady. I need you to help me fight these monsters. Oh, she's not here anymore. That's messed up. This one was supposed to go? To the sister. Hi. Whoever's watching this. On a Sunday afternoon. Just doing our thing. Exploring the ruins.
How long
Be careful here.
Have you been to the Lycaeus? Or the theater? There is far more for an explorer there than here. It is a place of respite, or a monument to the god of boredom. Count the columns, or the straws in the bed if you need something to do. Or, better yet, get out of here.
Damn. Why are you
I've
tripping?
seen the bulk of his works. They are often pretentious and bloody. I enjoyed Andronikos' satires myself. It knew better days, I think. The current master, Stratton, can keep the people entertained, but not musing. I am a frequent patron of the theater, but I grow tired of Stratton's work. When will Irina produce something? Anywhere but here. I understand.
I expected the beckoned would arise.
Ah, the famed beckoned comes to me at last. Admittedly, my request might be the smallest you will hear, but I wish to voice it nonetheless. To preserve the past. All around us is the great chisel and hammer of progress, keen on dragging my people towards enlightenment. But such progress means nothing without context. I wish for someone who can find artifacts of my ancestors, reminders of our simpler times. Very good. I'll reward you for any artifacts you can find, but larger artifacts will do well for both of us. I await your findings. They are strewn throughout the teeth of Naros. They may be hidden in forgotten corners, or carried by beasts as trophies. I do not forget Arcais, or what he did for my people. He led us here, and started this city, but most cannot see past his flaws. How do you find our city, Beckoned? Grand, is it not? It is the great island of progress, as I see it. But even it cannot forget the world it left below. All the rocks you see, here and in the sewers, once rested in the teeth of Naros. They are little things, of no intrinsic value. But as my people are so convinced to make progress, these artifacts are the few records of who we once were. This is a place for those who are weary of their burdens. If you feel so, you can rest for a while. I'm just one who's intent on maintaining the cultural integrity of her people. We were once no nobler than the Jotun or the Etin. Some would purge this history, but then how will we remember it? Good luck in your search.
Beckoned? Do we have some business? With my brother indisposing himself, it falls to me to keep watch over my family's estate, little though it is. Look at this place. Why would anyone choose the wilds below over this? They are the lowest. Colossi without faith, mindless, violent, and forever despairing.
I expected the Beckoned would arrive. Greetings, Beckoned. Have you come to pass the time? If we wait long enough, Stratton might even have another play ready when we're done. Like Stratton and Andronicus before him, I am a writer. But I tend towards essays and dissertations rather than metaphor and prose to deliver my messages. I was a close friend of Andronicus. I have reviewed every production displayed in his theater for those not in attendance. In the years since, I have been told that I've been unkind to Stratton, but I beg to differ. I am honest. I have mixed feelings for our dear playwright. He was once the tragedian prodigy of Andronicos himself. Many looked to him to fill the Master's shoes when Andronikos died. Most believe Stratton has succeeded. I am unconvinced. I plan to attend, as I do with all the productions held in the city, though my hopes for it are not high. A mighty playwright, Andronikos knew that the gods would be pleased should our art reflect their majesty. Much like Idylla itself, the theater was constructed as much for its utility as it was as a tribute to Athene. Very good. I'll let you be on your way.
Yes?
I expected the Beckhams would arrive soon. I expected the Beckhams would arrive soon.
Be careful here.
Beckoned? It seems my preconceptions were off. But I still need your divine aid. The plague spreads. I have worked on this city for all my lifetime. The sewers that run below it are my masterpiece. But this work of art is besmirched by rats. These foul vermin run rampant in my catacombs, tainting it with their fetid presence. Try as I might, I cannot best the scourge. But you, Beckoned, your divine intervention is needed. I have pinpointed a much-traveled route used by the rats and seeded it with traps that can be activated on command. Find the levers that activate those traps. They've been placed on a ledge overlooking the route. When you see the rats pass below, simply pull the levers as they approach the traps. Slay the filthy vermin. Once I hunted the rats that plague our sewers with such zeal. But I have worked myself to exhaustion, and am forced to rest here. Though I rest, the rats do not. Please, find the traps I laid in the sewer, and lay waste to them. Are you enjoying its splendors? This fair city is rich with them. Even in the sewers, under its gleaming exterior, lies a feat of engineering unrivaled by other cities in Amalur. I have heard that you wreaked havoc in the Lycaeus during your debates. Just as I expected from the Beckoned, you have become truly feared in the academic circle. Still, I cannot believe how formidable you are, considering your stature. I am a mason, one of many caretakers of the sewers. A hidden menace, the secret horde. Though few acknowledge them, the rats are the great threat to this city. In my younger days, I hunted the vermin with a force of will unequaled by the greatest of the theologians in the Lycaeus. I wish you well.
Any findings? Any findings?
You must be the beckoned. Mind yourself in the sewers. A majority of the tunnels are safe, but tread carefully if you are heading into the sewers.
Any findings?
You have come again. Is there any... Very well. I shall endeavor to reward you for your labors. Is there anything I can assist you with?
You bear the circlet of Arcades. Then the wreath is almost complete. The foundation is gold with runes of prayer, as I said. Now, it must be woven with blood and toil. The colossi furnish the foundation, and nature furnishes the trappings. The laurels of the wreath are not crafted, but earned. We seek Teryx veins. Once they are ours, once the wreath is complete, the ritual of atonement can begin. I take it you have encountered a Teryx before. Likely the mongrel, carrion-eating scavengers that plague us. They are a common foe. We seek the veins of the Alpha Teryx. They are fierce and proud, all that is wild and savage in nature. To prove to the gods the righteousness of our faith, then we must conquer a mighty foe. They will serve. The gods sent you to bear witness to our atonement. To do that, we must complete the Wreath of Absolution. The wreath is made from the large feathers, the veins of the Teryx Alphas. They live in Eris to the south. They are vicious beasts, wild and strong. The Alphas, our quarry, are particularly fierce. We are so...
Damn, you just took off and left me? Dang. All the way over there, huh?
In the youth of Amalur lived the Uranos, existing from the hill lands alone. They held not the blessings of the gods, and so were blinded to their own potential. We lived in ignorance among the savage people. We wasted the gifts of the gods ourselves.
You must be the one I've been hearing so much talk about. The one that has been beckoned by Athene. You are truly someone special. Special enough that perhaps you could help me with a task that has been of great concern to me. I seek to restore this shrine, so that the patrols of the Teeth of Naros can take use of it. The shrine carries the blessings of the gods, relaying them to special litanies. However, the magics of the shrine have worn out. But it can be repaired. With 5 of these litanies, the magics of the shrine can be restored. The shrine is a conduit of the gods' blessings. From healing magics to invulnerability, much could be gained for the devoted. But the blessings of this shrine could be relayed to special litanies, so that the magics could be enjoyed from anywhere. The shrine has lost its magic, but it could be restored if we can bring 5 Thank you, friend. I would search myself, but I would need to leave 5. Yes, 5 litanies should hold enough magic to restore the altar to working condition. Gather them. They are scattered throughout the teeth of Naros. I could not say I am a loyal follower of Secandra and the Colossi Guard. If you walk safely in these lands, it is thanks to us, in part. We have always known that in our darkest times, the gods would send the beckoned. Now that you are here, should I be worried? The city is strong and beautiful. I hope it is the first of many other great Colossi works. We came to this land years ago, and yet we are still strangers here. We are strong, and we are loved by the gods, or so I am told. But I cannot shake this feeling that, despite our virtues, we are not strong enough for this land. They were Colossi, but they gave up completely on the gods. They have reverted to barbarism now, and kill any they find. They were Colossi, but they gave up completely on the gods. They have reverted to barbarism now, and kill any they find. This small shrine acts as a conduit of the god's power. It uses only small portions of this power, but if we could get it activated... This place is crawling with vicious beasts, beckoned. But more dangerous are the marauders. Be careful on your travels.
Then, one Myru heard the whispered golden notes of the voice of wisdom herself. Athene. The goddess bid him to raise up his brethren, so they may know the favor of the gods once more.
We are Athene's chosen. We follow her path. Guide us to your blessed wisdom.
We are here. That is good. I feel hope stirring in my veins once more. It is the prospect of reconciliation that has granted me a second youth. Come. We must kill the alphas of each Eyrie. With their veins in hand, we shall fulfill the gods' wishes. The Terex Eyries lie in the wilds of the Teeth of Naros, to the south of the city. We need not look far to find what we seek. But while there are many lesser Terex here, we seek only the plumage of their strongest and brightest. These are the true challenge. Salvation. Feel Balin's embrace. Feel my wrath. Feel Balin's embrace. Thus we begin. And as we harvest these trophies, you shall learn the journey the Colossi have taken to get here. Once we were but savages, no better than the other giant kin. We were called Myru, and to that identity we were chained, until one day, Athene spoke to us. She spoke of a destiny and greatness that was not ours, but could be. She showed us the path of ascension, and we followed it here, to the Teeth of Naros. No, we are far from the homeland of our ancestors. Undoubtedly the gods wished us to renounce our savage history. It was necessary. Though the Jotun and Etin once regarded us as kin, they grew jealous of us, of the strength we gained from the gods' favor. Tensions rose to war. It was a sign from Athene to my people to seek a new homeland, where the bounty of her wisdom could be harvested eternally. We must act. Feel Balin's embrace. Valen's embrace. Feel Valen's embrace. Feel my wrath. We wandered the teeth of Naros in search of the homeland we were promised. And when hope seemed lost, we found the Hyperion. It was a divine artifact. No mortal hand could have crafted it, a massive stone, alone in the wilderness, with the image of a floating city engraved upon its surface. At the city's heart was the Hyperion itself. We knew then Athene was tasking us to craft this wondrous city, to form a covenant. But we betrayed that ideal. To test our worthiness, the gods have strewn throughout Amalur riddles, puzzles, and challenges. Answering them demonstrates our greatness. The Hyperion is one such challenge. Perhaps the greatest of them. And though we discovered it years before, we still do not have the answer. Salvation awaits. my wrath! Feel Balin's embrace! Feel Balin's embrace! Feel my wrath! Feel my wrath! Come. The circlet must be broken. In the end, the city rose, but the Hyperion did not follow. The heart of the city remained unmoved. That we could not abide. My predecessor, Arche, sought to force the Hyperion up, but the Hyperion rejected him, killing him and his followers, and sealed itself away. Our work here is concluded. As a show of thanks, take these. The Terex are mighty, and their hides light but strong. These will serve you well. The cipher you carry is a conduit to the gods. You carry it. And thus, you are their intermediary. Since you will bear witness to the... It is a riddle carved of stone that the gods left for us. It shows a city of the clouds, with the Hyperion itself floating at its heart. It was a covenant the gods wished to form with us, to raise Idylla and the Hyperion with it. But the riddle is difficult, and we have no answer for it. I must make the gods see that my people can be redeemed for the faults of Arches. With the wreath in hand, I can conduct a ritual of atonement. As you bear the cipher, the conduit to the gods, you will bear witness. Come. We must conduct this ceremony at the site of our original transgression. Let us go to the Hyperion. If it will not, then why were you brought to me? To ridicule our suffering? To spite our lamentations? To answer them with scourge and salt? I know the gods of my forerunners. They would not flaunt the answer to their riddles without sharing it. Now come. The Hyperion awaits. The Colossi are the children of the Titans. We are the inheritors. This is not a ritual in a traditional sense. Never have we fallen so far. Never have we needed such an act of conviction. We must go to the Hyperion, which lies beneath the city of Idylla. It is the site of our great sin, and to be the site of our great absolution. Very well, Beckett.
And so this Myru gifted them with Apothani heart, and the newly born Colossi found deliverance. And with the gods once more upon the mount, so did they surge towards the teeth of Naros, towards majesty.
Your prophet leads us to glory in your name. Blessed is the way of Kraos.
You must be the beckoned, the blessed visitor from an unknown land. But perhaps, if you have the strength to reach these lands alone, then you are strong enough to aid me. I have been studying the trolls in the area and have seen something of great concern. The trolls have unearthed a number of urns which possess a deadly magic. They are curious. For as long as we have been here, my people have not encountered the like of these urns, nor the ashes they contain. I lack the strength to face the magics of these urns, but Athene is in your thoughts. You could destroy them. The trolls believe these urns to be artifacts of the god Naros, but the ashes they contain have a vile, corrupting magic. I fear what may happen if the trolls are left in control of these urns, and the power they contain. Thank you for your help with this. The ashes contained in those urns are too dangerous. There are troll dens scattered around the teeth. However, you will be able to feel the dark magic when you are... There were tomes and prayers written in your honor centuries ago. We were forced to leave them behind, but if only you had seen them. I managed to do what I can in the way of study. There are few resources available for a student of history out here. But it is important nonetheless. Where would we be if not for historians? How would we have acclimated to this land so quickly? I would prefer to stay within the sturdy walls of This is the homeland of the trolls, so to speak. I aim to imposing and indignant creatures. But those that remain have started digging. For what? I don't truly know. Only that they seek... Hydaella is indeed the most beautiful city one will ever see. For the... Mind the trolls if you can.
Would that I had time to worry about Hydaella, but my work takes up so much of my focus, I can only spare it half-thoughts. I am a diplomat, so to speak. Though they lack our grace, some of the brutes of this place have... The marauders were once thinking, feeling colossi, and the Jotun were kin as well. With this city still being incomplete, I have found myself more interested in research than the gods. We have been given the light of Athene, but we should share that. The Jotun have old ties to the Colossi, very old ones. We marshaled their strength for the glory of Athene before we came here. We felt ourselves their custodians, but they viewed us as masters. And their resentment only grew from there. We have earned much for our closeness with the gods, but we have a duty to share that connection with all of Amalur. The teeth of Naros is a very dangerous place. Even those... Farewell.
I can spell should take that. Alright. I'll be right back. I need 2 minutes. Potty break.
Hello, Beckoned.
My bad. Alright. Where are we? So out of stuff. No room. I gotta sell things. Wait, this isn't yeah, I need sagecraft. this now? Oh shit. You guys were so not there, but okay. I thought there were 3 of them. Where did the other one go? Interesting face. Ooh, 30% damage. See what happens when I wear this instead. Plus not new finesse. Yeah, there's his face. Oh shit! That's where he went. Wait, I know there were 3. Sorry for munching on the thing, but I need a snack. Bleeding. Where are these trolls? I don't know. Around, she said. Find your damn self.
By the magnificent graces of Athene, a city was built upon gloried heights. So stood Idylla in bountiful tribute, a colossi bastion, the virtue of the Uranos.
We build this for you, Athene. We build this for you, our blessed goddess.
Who wanders into my camp? What is this? You are far too small to be a colossi. So it's true then. The beckoned has come. This is my home, but not for much longer. I moved out here to reconnect with my roots, you see. My heritage as a giant race. However, my time on my own has come to an end. I am ready to take the next step and go and live amongst the Jotun of the Teeth of Naros. There are only loose ends that need to be taken care of, but I have sworn off Idylla for all days I have left. Karunk was my chief concern with me trying to move in with the Jotun. Now that he is dead, it seems to be the perfect time to do this. The logical step is that I must live among the Jotun. Yes, I do, I have lived on my own in this abandoned Jotun camp long enough. Would you? I will reward you for your help. I will not be needing the coin where I am going. I want for my family ring, currently in the hands of my brother
You don't need it.
Heliodorus,
You're gonna live with the
and to
Jotuns.
see my journal delivered to my old comrade Darius. But perhaps most of all, I want you to find my wife,
Damn.
Karina. I
left
would
your
like
wife?
you to bring her here to me. I once tried to forge peace between the Jotun and the Colossi, but as I did, I became enamored of the simplicity they enjoy. I have taken to living in this old camp to try and enjoy it as I can. The heads of the city's inhabitants are as high in the clouds as the city itself, with their talk of religion and righteous gods. I much prefer to stay closer to the ground and stick to my roots. The Jotun have wronged the Colossi in the past, but the Colossi have a shared history with them. It was right to grant them mercy. They act like they are above everything, but they are mud and dust, like everything else in this world. They just aren't decent enough to admit it. Most find it completely inhospitable, but I find that it is not so difficult if you try a different sort of living. Yes, the plants are unpalatable, and the beasts cunning, but you can't expect nature to offer you wine and sweets if all you do is ask. Goodbye. Who's there?
I'm running out of room. Vikings versus 28. 59. I use it as for your feet. I'll read your journal. Bad bread.
tragedy befell these giants, as in trying to force the Hyperion upwards, Athene was angered and made her rage known. And so the life was driven from some, the faith from many.
Forgive our trespasses, and bless us with wisdom, Athene the all-knowing, in whose name we pray.
There's no bird in there.
Beckoned. I was told that you and the Primos are allowed to enter. By all means, conduct what business you have within. The structure behind me is the holiest site in these lands. I can speak no more of it. I am sorry. I do not doubt that the Primos is loved by the gods. When the rest toiled in futility, he raised the whole of Idylla. Truly, it was a miracle. They are colossi who have witnessed the holiness of Anokatos, and sworn oaths to serve his every will. The garb they wear reminds themselves of our savage past, and how they are unworthy of all things, even the act of speech. Hence, their name. I am a humble guardian of this complex, here to make sure that none sully it with their footsteps.
like how there's always Emperor cards in here. Who fucked up the Emperor? Oh, hell yeah. Oh, shit. I have no room. Oh god, I need to like prepare my weapons.
You have come, good. We stand in a ground once hallowed beyond all things, now tainted by the excommunication of my people. Ever since that terrible day when arrogance and desperation brought about the disfavor of the gods, my followers have tended this place. Now come. We shall go to the antechamber of the Hyperion, the very spot where the sins of the Colossi were answered. The antechamber is the flawed design of Arcais. It was the means by which he sought to force the Hyperion to join the city. It was to do so using the spark of divine magic Athene placed into each of us, that these fragments combined would create a force equal to that of a god. Such power was never meant to be wielded by the unworthy. The energies struck back at Arcais, and the many assembled in his chamber, killing them. It is where the former Primos, Arcais, bade the Hyperion to rise to join our city. Where the gods saw fit to condemn us for our hubris, it will be the altar of our forgiveness. Come, beckoned. Much was ruined in that dark hour. The magics holding the paths together were unbound. Only the cipher can reorder such magics. Press ahead and set the path.
Alright, well.
Come. We must finish.
Shit's gonna go down, but I need 2 minutes.
Again, we find the way barred. I'm afraid I need your help once more.
With what?
Almost done.
Oh, if I wore both of those, that's fucked up. Let's just try it out. That's pretty terrible.
We have reached it. Beyond that stone is the Hyperion, the gift of the gods, the symbol of a covenant concluded. It rests out of reach, waiting for the day when the gods forgive our trespass, when they find us worthy again. Until now, I feared such a day would not come. We should begin. The gods visited this room once before. It seems only fit that you occupy their position. I will take my place where Arcais once stood. Long before, Arcais dared grasp the power of the gods and was judged according to his impudence. We act now as their analogues. In you, the gods visit this chamber once more. You shall stand where they appeared and made manifest their wrath. And I shall stand where Arcais stood and bore the brunt of their imminent will. The end of this awaits.
This seems unwise.
Come. We must finish this.
Must we?
But you must also take yours. Thank the gods! Praise be to them after all this time. I bear witness to their confirmation. You have done so well, Beckoned, to bring the cipher to me and to let me use its strength. With you, I can do what Arcais could not. Command the Hyperion. This chamber harnesses the magic needed to control the Hyperion. But before you appeared with the cipher, no force was sufficient. I knew that when we first met, when I first sensed the cipher, that I could unseal the Hyperion and command its power. Why else would the gods furnish you, whom I needed most in my lowest hour? The gods have found my people unworthy of the gifts offered us. So, using the Hyperion, I will see Idilla destroyed. The wicked will be purged. And once the city falls, I will reforge the ruins in an image the gods find acceptable. I'm sorry, Beckoned, but you must be a martyr for my cause.
It wasn't I, it was your king!
Refuse you.
This was not I. Where he went. Like, what's this cipher he's talking about? I don't remember. Bad king. these the ones I made? Oh, broken cipher. Oh, did I just walk all the way back? Oops. Fighting you and getting your good shit on the cheesy. I'm gonna kill you guys.
Beckoned. What has happened? Why are Anakatos' acolytes attacking us? What is he doing with the Hyperion? Destroy Idylla? No! That zealous fool! Have the loss of his gods driven him to such despair to use the Beckoned and the Cipher for such ends?
Yes.
We must make our way from this place. We need to stop Anakatos, but we cannot do so here. Things are bound to be dangerous. Take this. I have not seen a shield of this craft before, but I think you can make use of it. The Primos has lost his senses. If he thinks his actions will return the love of the gods, he's gone mad with grief.
Maybe it will.
Curse the gods for leaving the thing here. Anakotos will use it to kill all of us. Keep it close to you. That artifact is proof to many that you are the Avatar. How if we cannot reach him? And we can do nothing to stop him if his worshippers kill us here. We must make for the surface, and hope that there is time enough for us to deal with him. Be cautious in these lands.
What shield did you give me? Because I don't know what's on the floor. Plus mana regen. Our priest just hanging on the wall. We don't. He's like, I don't know where it came from. It's pretty though. I have enough. I have enough of these.
If I must, then I must.
Should it roll me?
Anakatos has sealed himself in with the Hyperion, and his silent choir will lay down their lives for him. I do not know what to do, Beckoned. I have defended my people from beasts and disasters, but nothing like this. Of course, I will not let Anakatos destroy my people because he believes the gods demand it. I know we have the strength we need inside of us, despite his claims. We are worth saving, even if the gods disagree. But Anakatos has sealed himself in the Hyperion antechamber. Without the cipher and knowledge of the Hyperion, we are lost. Anakatos was clever by exploiting your power. The cipher must be the key to unlocking the Hyperion, and he has broken it in his plan. But that is the one thing my people have been unable to do since we first came here. Only the Primos would know enough about the riddle for us to even try. Anakatos and his silent choir had a monastic retreat in the wilderness, Nyxaros. If we need his knowledge, we best start our search there. It is an old portion of the city that was never raised up. It was supposed to be a shrine of quiet contemplation. Now it is the refuge of Anakatos' silent choir. The complex rests where it was first carved, in the Mountains of the Teeth. Nyxaros is one of the many portions of the city carved out, but never raised into the sky. Anakatos and his silent choir use it as a retreat. Very well.
Well, thanks for watching with me this afternoon. Until next time.